Let's get to Shamia's interview on The Breakfast Club. So it was Shamia's birthday, and DJ Envy says, oh, it was me and my wife's anniversary. But what about the anniversary of your affair with Erica Mena? A true Dykeman trollop. So she said she got burnt out because when you were in a group younger, somebody would get pregnant or get signed and just move on. And she said the acting money was better. What were you in? You don't even have Drew's resume. You're Delulu. Next month, she releases the video for her single, which is charted. So she was able to get her husband to agree to be on camera, but he's still shying away, and that's why they ain't using him that much. She did bring up a good point. Maybe it should be more focused on the wives, and the husbands can be there and not be messy like with Greg and Penelope Thomas. So Shamia and Porsha became friends because their parents were friends. It wasn't their choice. But she said it was a forced friendship. So then when she went to college and did her thing, and Porsha, I guess, went to college. But then when Porsha married Cordelia, they became closer. I'm sure you would need a girl to call about and say, you won't believe what this big hip sissy did now. He pulled out a Joan phone. Girl, we got in the bedroom together and he tooted it up and I tooted it up and we looked at each other and didn't know what to do. That's why she needed Shamia. She needed somebody to tell. However, she's sorry that she's no longer as close with Porsha. I have a prediction. I feel that they are watching the fans talk about how Angela Oakley scammed y'all out your friendship, and we have not shot the reunion yet. It ain't been shot. We ain't got the seating chart. I could see Porsha and Shamia coming together. Even if they ain't gonna be that close, they're gonna fake it till they make it to prove a point. And to team up against Angela at the reunion. Shamia says the edits are going to bear her true that she was trying to be a friend to Porsha. Porsha's too mentally poor to accept anyone's friendship because she's still missing her pappy. And her pappy ran out on her mother because her mother acted like a side piece, eating pizza on cream couches and whatnot. She said things changed after she got her peach. And also things changed because your plot line didn't and hers did. Her husband got arrested, but also he began attacking her so that she couldn't use his wealth to her advantage. She feels like she's walking on eggshells around Porsha because Porsha is fake as fuck. She leads a double life, and that's why you can't say nothing on camera because you know you'll blow up her spot. You're open and rich in authenticity because you're rich, because your life panned out. Porsha is a literal man-stealing hoe. She had that same Atlanta pool woman as the worm woman who got pregnant by Kirk. So they asked her how you feel about Porsha missing your wedding and showing up late to your birthday. And she said, look, she did what she did. It looked how it looked. We moved on. But the heifers keep bringing it up and it's hurtful. What do you think about the change in the public's perception of you? I don't know anybody whose perception of her has changed. She's still called a lapdog all season long. The friendship does look lopsided, and you still feel like a friend of. Maybe next year, if Porsha ain't there, you wouldn't feel like a friend of, but I'm not getting star quality, but we have yet to see. There's still another, 8, 9 episodes of The Seas? Shamia was shocked to get a birthday post. Does Porsha not know what's real and what's TV with y'all? I think she's treating Shamia like her latest meal ticket, playing emotional games for a plot line and a paycheck. You know what Shamia is real? Is Housewives everything you thought it would be? Yep, I'm hanging out with y'all. You wouldn't even know me if it wasn't for the show. She has had a first-hand view of how the show ups your value with Kandi Burruss. So I'm not surprised. They asked her, is Kenya fired or what? She's like, I don't make those decisions, but she doesn't come back. Shamia said, look, don't ask me what I think of their decision. They the boss and I support it. Girl, Shamia still managed to call Angela nose in this when they asked her, what do you think about your 2 new castmates? And you see, he said 2 new because Angela feels like she's been there the whole time. But she said you got nose, imp, and nasal. Nose, imp, and nasal. Oh, so apparently Shamia likes Angela now, but don't see it for shit. I mean, Brit. However, when Porsha texted her on her birthday, it really did make her day. She doesn't want to have a fake plot line with a friend. She has so much original story, she doesn't need it. DJ Envy said, what were your thoughts about fucking that man's husband? I didn't know DJ Envy was a Housewives fanatic. I'll see his bussy at BravoCon. So Shamia admits, I don't like that she said it. It's not a laughing matter. But we wasn't friends with Angela, so does it matter? Porsha doesn't want Charles. She wants something. Something with a penis on a paycheck. And we gonna end it with her single. And this was an interesting interview. It was cutish. But let's have some Housewives predictions. Will Kenya be at the reunion? She was invited, but then she said she was uninvited, but they still haven't filmed it. So I feel like, I don't know if we can predict the future with that one. Maybe too, they could have her come in via Zoom. I don't know. Is it necessary? You know what? Let the heifer come back on. If Brit has stayed all this time and everybody's so freaking mad about it, maybe there'll be some good TV. Maybe also because nobody seems to like shit. I mean, Brit. Maybe the girls could have some chemistry and some energy, and Kenya could, warm up. And Kenya could shimmy into our good graces yet again. Yours, not mine. I guess we'll see more of... But I want to see what Brit does that make these heifers dislike her so much, other than talk through her adenoids. I think Angela will continue to be the fan favorite and be invited back for seasons to come. I think Kelly has gotten lost in the shuffle, lost in the fold. I want you to let me know down in the comments. Is she a one-season wonder, or do you think during these last 7 to 8 episodes she can pull it out of her, well, I don't even know what you call something that low to the ground. She a old first floor leg heifer. Them legs can't even go up a story. But she is sharp. That heifer can dress. Porsha will be back next season. She's on her back foot now, but I'm sure she'll be up and punching again before we know it. Simon is supposed to be going to her divorce hearing sometime soon, so maybe they will be moving on. And I don't know what she'll be able to talk about after the divorce, because he'll be in Africa, so then she could really spray him and tell all of his Florida Evans business. But do we really care? You look stupid trying to marry a stranger as his 5th wife, not even knowing you're his 5th wife, thinking you the 3rd. You ain't no smarter than a turd. I just don't know if I want to watch Porsha pretend to be nice or fall down the stairs of life. I also see Drew and Cynthia hanging about. Quiet as it's kept. Give Cynthia her peach back. I think Cynthia says she likes being a friend girl. She will take that peach in a minute. I mean, she does show up looking like death warmed over. But hey, we know you can be beautiful. Now you're showing us you can be real. And Drew, I think it's time for Drew to leave. I don't care about her man. Her fight with Porsha has been boring, and she doesn't really have a connection. Well, I guess she kind of had a connection with Angela, but Angela was just using her to get to Porsha. And now that she's fighting with the Queen Bee, her spot's safe to me. All right, well, I'm going to see you soon for something.